Hi dear children, welcome you all for the online mode of teaching from St. Mark's Convent. I am your Akshaya ma'am. Hope you all recognize my voice. Dear children, I request you all to subscribe to the St. Mark's Convent channel so that you get the notification of the further videos that gets uploaded. This is 6th standard first language English class. We have chosen the first poem of your textbook, that is the poem March. The poem March is written by William Wordsworth. I repeat, William Wordsworth is the poet of the poem March. Now here children, you can see the picture of William Wordsworth. William Wordsworth was born in the year 1770 and he left us in the year 1850. He is an English poet. He mainly focuses on his love towards nature. All of his poem will always speak about nature, humanity, morality, and many others. Before going with the explanation of the poem March, I would first list out the seasons when it comes. So according to this meteorological calendar, what we say is, in the month of March, we will have spring season. So from March to May, we have spring season. June to August, we have summer. September to November, we have autumn season. And December to February, we have winter season. That means, now in this poem, the poet is speaking about the spring season which has started and the winter season which has ended. I hope you all understood. Here, the poet is speaking about the spring season which has started in the month of March and the winter season has just left us in the month of February. I hope you understood. Let's go with the next slide. Coming to this slide, children, the first two stanzas of the poem March written by William Wordsworth is given and the hard words of these two stanzas are listed to the right with their meanings. I want you all to open a book and keep a pen beside you and make a note of all the difficult words given here with their meanings, and I want you to keenly sit without moving here and there and listen to the explanation. Coming to the first stanza, the cock is crowing, the stream is flowing, the small birds twitter, the lake doth glitter, the green field sleeps in the sun. Here the poet William Wordsworth is standing on the top of the hill and observing everything that is happening below the footstep of the hills. What is happening? Let's see. The cock is crowing. See children, every animal will do different kinds of sounds. Say for example, the snake does a sound of hissing and the cow does a sound of mooing. In the same way, the cock, that is a hen, makes a sound of crow, that is crowing. The stream is flowing. What is this stream? Stream is nothing but a small narrow river. Actually, what do a river do? It will flow. The same thing happens here when the poet is saying the stream is also flowing. What do birds do? What kind of a sound will the bird give? Twittering sound. To make a number of short rapid sound is nothing but twittering. So the small birds will twitter. The lake doth glitter. In olden times, we used to say for does, it is doth. So now we take it as does. The lake does glitter. See, in the sun, when the sun is glowing very nicely in the morning times, when the river is flowing, the water, when it is reflected, when the water on the water, when the sun falls down, sun rays falls down, it will start glittering just like a star in the daylight. Yes or no? In the same way, here the poet says the lake actually is glittering like a star in the daylight. The green field sleeps in the sun. So beautifully, William Wordsworth is saying, he feels the green field, that is the field with green grass, is sleeping for the sun, heat of the sun. Going to the second stanza, the oldest and the youngest are at work with the strongest. The cattle are grazing, their heads never raising. There are 40 feeding like one. So children, the older people also and the young people also are working with those who are very much strong, is what William Wordsworth is able to observe from the hilltop. The cattle are grazing. The cattle is nothing but animals like cows, sheep or something are grazing. Grazing, children, here I have given cattle grazing. It's a method of animal husbandry. Let's not go deeply into what animal husbandry is. To make you understand in a very simple words, I say there is a field. Imagine, children, there is a field where you have green grasses grown. There sheep, horse or cows are left for them to go and have their food. So the green grass act like the food for them. The field where they go and feed themselves is called as grazing. So the way they go and eat on a particular land is nothing but grazing. So the cattle are grazing when poet is seeing from the hilltop. Their heads never raising. They are so busy eating that they are not raising their heads. And from the hilltop he feels there are 40 feeding like one. From a very top hill, when you are seeing some people in the down foothills of the hills, foothills, what do you feel? As if there are those many people look like very tiny ones. Yes or no? In the same way, the poet is feeling many cattle, 40 cattle just like one. I hope you understood. When I was explaining, you could imagine what all William Wordsworth would have seen. Let's go with the next stanzas. Coming to the third and the fourth stanza of this poem. Like an army defeated, the snow hath retreated, and now doth fare ill. On the top of the bare hills, the ploughboy is oofing anon, anon. See, children, as I told you in the beginning, this is the poem called March, where the spring season starts. Before the spring season, we had winter season. You know, winter season is a very chilling season, and you find very little trees which are grown very greenfully. Not exactly. Usually we have lot of bare trees found, and it is something like you have fought a war. You have attended some army previous season and you are welcoming a new season, that is spring. Yes or no? So now, like an army defeated, just like you have gone through a very hurdleless time, now you have come to a very beautiful season now, that is spring. What is this line all about? The snow hath retreated and now doth fare ill. Hath means have retreated. The snow have retreated or has retreated, and now doth fare ill. Doth means, as I told you before, does fare ill. Does. Doth is does. Fare ill. Fare ill means unsuccessful. On the top of the bare hills. What is the meaning of these three lines, miss? The meaning is, see children, once the winter season has gone, winter usually you have snowfall. Yes or no? In those winter season, when you move on to spring season, little bit of snowfall will be seen on the top of the bare hills, on the top of the hills. Yes or no? That is what is the poet is saying. Just now you have moved to a spring season defeating the winter season, and you can see very little snow on the top of the hill. Understood? The ploughboy is woofing anon, anon. From the top of the hill, the poet is able to see on the field the ploughboy. Ploughboy is nothing but a boy who leads a horse that is pulling the plough. Plough is nothing but a sharp weapon kind of a thing that will be behind, which will plough the land. So a boy who will lead a horse. In the picture I have shown you. So he is able to see this boy ploughing the field, woofing. Whooping is nothing but making a loud cry with joy. He is not sad. He is not crying. Very happily he is making a sound saying anon, anon. Anon is nothing but soon, soon. He is telling the horses to go soon and soon. Understood, children? Going with the fourth stanza. There is joy in the mountains. There is life in the fountains. Small clouds are sailing, blue sky prevailing. The rain is over and gone. So now he is saying, in the mountains there is joy. And in the fountains, you all know, children, natural spring of water that happens. You might have all seen the fountains. So in the fountains we have life. He is explaining it. For William Wordsworth, he feels in the mountains there is joy and in the fountains there is life. Small clouds are sailing. He feels the clouds are sailing just like how? Just like ship in the ocean, the clouds are sailing. But blue sky prevailing. What is prevailing? Gain control, win a fight or victory. So the blue skies are actually coming out from the winter season. The spring season will actually bring you little warm. That is, sun will start showing up. But in winter, every day it will be so chilling. You don't even see the sun. So here he says, blue sky is prevailing. It is coming out with the sun. The rain is over and gone. Now there is no more rain. We have a little bit of warmth that is happening to us and we feel so happy. The rain is over and it is gone. So this view is so beautifully explained through his eye to us in this poem. I hope you all understood the poem very clearly. Make a note of all the meanings without fail. Understood? So children, memorize the poem without forgetting. Okay? Only 4 stanzas are there and they are easy also. Coming to rhyming words, I will tell the rhyming words. Make a note if you want. Okay? Crowing, flowing, twitter, glitter, youngest, strongest, grazing, raising, defeated, retreated, ill, hill, mountains, fountains, sailing, prevailing. There are totally 8 pair of rhyming words. I want you to recognize by yourself, or when I was telling, I know you would have done it. Okay, children? This ends the explanation of the poem. So thank you, children. Stay home, stay healthy, and keep learning.